Hi, I'm Laura Serrano, and in this video I'm gonna talk you about the answers of the guide from the reading that I select. The reading that I select was The Whistle. So I'll start with the first. Does the story have a theme? What is the story about? What is the central idea? It is implicit or explicit? It's certainly explicit. The story is a suspense one. It's a kind of thriller. The story relates an episode in the life of the Professor Parkins. It happened in a trip that he took to India for practicing her hobby, that is practicing golf. And in a small town with a new friend, Colonel Wilson, that is an army officer from India. They talk about a church from the 14th century, and the professor was interested on that building because he is an archaeologist. So he decided, after he practicing golf, he decided to make a little research about the building, and walking through the beach, he find a kind of metallic object that he blow after, and that object seems to be related with a spirit that follow him. So the professor, at the end, he and his new friend have to return the whistle to the sea to free the teacher from the spirit. From the second, who is the protagonist of the story? Try to establish here his age, family background, social class and status, and occupation. Okay, as I told you before, the protagonist is the Professor Parkins. He is an archaeologist. The reading doesn't explain that, but I assume that he is 15 or 50 or 60 years old, and he is a lonely man with no family, I suppose. And I think that he has a good social status because he practiced an unusual sport, that is the golf, and because the trip that he is doing for practicing his hobby. So I consider that he is a member of the high class. What is the problem present in the story? How was the problem solved at the end? The problem emerged when he picked up the object, the whistle, in the beach. The professor blew the whistle, and after that, he could not sleep. He had nightmares about a dark figure that followed him. And then the spirit appears at the second night in his room and attack him. The problems get solved when he and his new friend returned the whistle to the ocean. D. At what point in the story is the tension highest? Is that the dramatic climax? The tension highest is in the dramatic climax, that it is almost at the end of the story, when the dark figure comes into the room of the professor and attack him. I consider that it was the best part of the story, when his friend came into the room for help him, and the spirit disappeared. Does the story involve an epiphany or moment of insight, revelation, or self-realization for the protagonist or for the reader? How is the moment presented? Actually, it is. It's a kind of epiphany that is presented in a dream, when in the first night he dreams about the episode in the beach when the figure was follow him. I think that this dream is a kind of revelation of what will happen after. That's the end of the activity. I hope that you like my presentation.